Welcome back to our continuing series of looking at movement sophistication and how to incorporate it into our training. By incorporating movement sophistication, we not only increase the training effect from any given movement that we are doing, we also make more complex movements, which are highly beneficial for everyone, more accessible, making it so that we can all eventually get there and open our bodies up to a whole new quality of movement that we've never had access to. This time, we're going to really hit the core. Now, if you've been following along for a while, you'll know that we did a very core-centric series on the spinal rock and starting to incorporate making the core less about this and the core more about this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take core strength and connect it to the rest of our body through a very full range of motion, forcing us to move right from fingers to toes. So this round, to do so, we're going to use TAC-FIT's push plank. This is week numero uno. What we're going to do is we're going to start on our knees. We're going to sit back on knees, we're going to come down, and we're going to allow forearms to rest on the ground. And from here, we're going to stay nice and low, moving through over our forearms towards our hands, and once we reach the range where we can no longer move forward because we've hit the end of our arms, we are going to transfer from elbows up onto our hands, and then back. And once again, through, and then back. Now, important key points. We want to make sure that we maintain shoulder pack. As we're coming through, we don't want our shoulders to be hugging up to your ears. You'll probably find you'll end up doing this. Keep the shoulder pack strong. Keep it really strong so that what we end up doing is we engage all of the effort that has to go from transferring from elbow to hand into the rest of our body. Flaring the lats, really strong back. So moving through, shoulders are packed strong. The next one is keeping our elbows in tight. You've seen this in our back to basics push-up, right? Keeping it tight. We want the elbows in tight to our ribs. In tight. Because it allows us to engage the entire body as we're moving through. The next one is, as we continue to move through, shoulder pack, elbows in tight, we want to tuck our pelvis in. We don't want the pelvis way up in the air, or we don't want our butt sticking up in the air. We want to tuck the pelvis slightly in. And the reason for that is because it engages our core. We want to, by tucking in, we want to have the core engaged so that we can use its activation to help us through the movement. And exhale. Exhale through the effort. Don't hold your breath. So you're pushing, push through your toes, pull through your hands, and then you're going to push from your hands and pull from your knees. So it's a simultaneous. So we've got hands pulling and knees pushing, and then on the way back, you've got hands pushing away and knees pulling back. Take it from a different angle. Moving through, staying low to the ground. And last point is to make sure that your hips do not drop on the ground. So as I'm coming through, I'm sitting, I sit all the way back to my heels, but as I pop through, I'm tucked underneath, but I'm holding this right at the point before I'm touching the ground. So my hips don't drop down to the ground. I'm up and back. Week number 1. Have fun. See you soon.